Welcome everybody back to DIY Diecast. This is the Firebird special. In this video we are going to go through and look at some classic Firebirds from my personal collection. I have racing Firebirds here. I have movie and TV show car Firebirds here. And just some other Firebirds of general interest. I absolutely love to do videos on vintage diecast. I like to focus on a lot of the older stuff as opposed to the newer stuff. A lot of people are putting out the videos of everything new as soon as it comes out, but if you've just started collecting, or even if you've collected a while in the diecast hobby, there may be a lot of great vintage stuff out there that maybe you didn't even know existed. And this is a great opportunity for you to maybe see something that you've never seen before. And if you are a Firebird collector, or a vintage muscle car collector, there may be something of interest on this table that you've never seen before. Then you can check it out and go on any of the e-commerce websites that there are out there and find these for your collection. So I'll come over there and get you, bring you up front, close and center. We will check out the details on these and the quality, and you can decide if any of these are right for your collection. So let me come get you. Hang tight. Alright, just some fun facts before we get started here is that there's only up to so many years of Firebirds that I can show you. And the reason is because, as we all know, or maybe you didn't know, be almost impossible for you not to know, but they quit making the Pontiac Firebird. And not only did they quit making the Pontiac Firebird, but they don't make Pontiacs anymore. And they haven't for a long time. So most of these are vintage Pontiacs. And these are a lot of personal favorites for my collection. Alright, so go ahead and get started with the Knight Rider Firebird. Okay, and this is a Firebird from the 1980s TV show Knight Rider. This is the well, let me hold off on that. Let me do this. Here's one version of it. I have two versions. And then here is the other. Okay? Now, looking at these two, test your knowledge. Which one do you think is the Hot Wheels and which one do you think is the Matchbox? Kind of spin them around. What do you think? If you guess that the one on the bottom is the Matchbox, you are correct. What gives it away, I think, more than anything, is those classic Matchbox wheels. This one was released in 1998. It was just opened today. It's been in the package for many, many years. And they did a very nice job on this one. In the TV show, it would have had the light-up details that they have on the decal here. This car could actually talk in the TV show. And when it would talk to its driver, David Hasselhoff, was the name of the guy who, the actor who drove this car in the TV show, then that light would light up on the front of the hood there. So that's a nice detail. In the TV show, it did not have Knight Rider across the door, but I suppose they did that just so that if you happen to pick this car up loose, you would know that it is the Kit Knight Rider from the TV show and not just another black release of the Pontiac Firebird. Got a nice camel color interior. Again, this being from 1998, it's quite vintage, so we have the hard plastic tires. We did not get rubber tires for this, just a little bit early, even for the premium models, for rubber tires. That is the Matchbox version, and when you bought that, it also came with the classic Matchbox box. And the name of the car was Kit. K-I-T-T. Don't know if I mentioned that or not. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the Hot Wheels version. Alright, now the Matchbox version was a hardtop, and you'll see that Hot Wheels chose to use the T-top version for their Kit Knight Rider car from the movie. They have a slightly more different light in the front there. It's not just a decal. There's actually a little hole in the diecast there and a red light there. That's a very nice detailed touch. The wheels, these black disc wheels, much more accurate for the actual TV series car. They did not detail in the taillights as Matchbox did on their version, but you did get real rubber tires on the Hot Wheels version, and that's largely because this is the 2024 release. Fairly new out there, two iconic 1980s TV show movie cars, Kit the Knight Rider. Recommend you get these for your collection if you don't have them, Firebird collectors. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about, and this is quite a shame to me, really, I think. But if you collect Firebirds, if you collect Mustangs, if you collect Camaros, I got a question for you. Do you collect the racing versions of these cars? And I don't think a lot of people do. I think they just don't even get considered. But if you do collect Firebirds, there are some fantastic racing versions out there. And I have two different 1997 drag racing versions of the Pontiac Firebird. And these are from Racing Champions, and the details are just fantastic. Look at that great snorkel hood. The very, very accurate big tubbed out drag wheels in the back and the tiny skinnies in the front. Got the wheelie bar and the parachute. And those great race team decals on it. This one from Mama Rosa's Pizza. I mean, if you collect Firebirds, why wouldn't you want this in your collection? I think they just don't get considered a lot. This is a Racing Champions model. It is from 1997. And the good news is if you're a collector and a buyer of Firebird diecast, these are a dime a dozen on eBay. They just don't bring a lot of interest, but I think they're great. The details are great, and if you got a Firebird collection, I mean, why not? There's one version. Here is another, the exact same car, exact same year, Racing Champions 1997, just a different race team. This is the Winnebago Itasca race team version. Very, very nice. Alright, and next up, two very similar models, but slightly different. These are the Johnny Lightning 1967 Pontiac 400 model diecast in the 1/64 scale. These were released in the year 2000 from Johnny Lightning, and even though they were a very premium car company, making very premium models with all the details, you can see the fantastic taillights colored in there, and they even go through the trouble to do all the chrome trim around every window, around the wheel wells, and down the bottom, just like the original car would have had. All of the great factory badges, even the opening details of the hood, where you can see that, oh, sorry, I'm out of the picture there, that very fantastic colored engine block and detailed engine bay. There's even a radiator hose on that, for goodness sake. So very, very good job on the details. Nice snorkel hood. Just can't say enough about the quality and detail of the 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400 from Johnny Lightning. Another great one to consider for your collection if you do not have it. Next up, very similar, just slightly different. It is another 67 Johnny Lightning Pontiac 400. Just different wheels. That last one had the centerline rallies. This one has the more 5-star Kreger looking ones. Again, hard plastic tires, as we are from the year 2000, but still all the other great details from Johnny Lightning with all that great chrome and stainless trim in there. Snorkel hood, the headlights are there. Just, I mean, as far as quality goes, minus the rubber tires, very, very high quality diecast models here. Alright, and one of my personal all-time favorites. This is the 2021 mainline Hot Wheel release of the 1977 Pontiac Firebird TA. Okay, Firebird Trans Am maybe? I don't know. But the details are very, very nice on this car. Just love the Firebird casting from Hot Wheels. And they freshened it up for 2021. And we'll get this out of the package and take a closer look at it here. Alright, is that tough or what? We got the bird on the hood. I wish they would have silvered in or whited in the headlights. That would have been pretty cool. But we got the turn signals and the marker lights colored in. They gave us something more than just some average generic plastic chrome rims. We got some nice red trim there. I absolutely love the very vintage red and yellow stripe. That's just like something they would have done on the cars of the 1970s. We're missing the colored in tail lights, but all in all, and this is not a very gloss black car. This is kind of like a matte finish. I really dig it with that red interior. Got some awesome T-tops. Yes, very late 1970s, 1980s feature on a car. And again, I mean, for a mainline car, that is just an awesome Firebird. You really should add to your Firebird collection. All right, now here is a very iconic Firebird. It is the Smokey and the Bandit's Trans Am, as driven by Burt Reynolds in the late 70s movie Smokey and the Bandit. If you haven't seen that movie and you're a car guy, oh, you just got to go back. You don't know what you're missing. Very, very funny, very, very action-packed movie, and a classic for car history. And just a beautiful example here. This one is from Racing Champions, and this one has got some age to it. This one was released in 2001, so this has been in the package a very long time. Actually holds some amount of value, okay? But I like my die-cast open. That doesn't matter so much to me, so I'm going to get it out here and show you guys the great details in case you want to go find this one for your collection. Let's take a look. All right, now there is a very glossy black version of the 1977 Pontiac Firebird from the movie Smokey and the Bandit. Looking very sharp with the gold. They're the best version, I guess, they could do of the original gold honeycomb wheels that would have come on it. They're not too bad, but they gave us all the correct details as this car would have had originally and as it would have had in the movie. Great colored in tail lights. I mean, just accurate as can be. And this is new enough for us to have rubber tires, just barely. They were just not far before this. They were still putting the hard plastic ones on, and I thought the hood opened on this one. Yes, it does. Okay, so we got moving parts here. The hood opens, and you can see there is a engine in there. I believe that these would have had a Pontiac 307 in the regular models, and then the the Trans Am or the Bandit version of these cars would have had a much larger V8 in them. Just a beautiful example here from Racing Champions, and something very cool about this particular packaging, if you were to buy this car, is this. And it's part of the packaging that it came in. This was in the back of the car to keep the paint from getting ruined when you package it or whatnot. But look at that thing. You could just melt down some chocolate and pour it in there and make yourself a little chocolate candy Firebird out of your little Firebird mold there. A Smokey and the Bandit chocolate bar. How cool would that be? Bonus. Alright, now we have opened up some very cool Firebirds. There's just one left, and I am not going to open this one up quite yet. Maybe in a later video at some point or whatnot. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see due to the light shining on that glossy plastic, but it's very close to the quality of that Racing Champions. This is the Greenlight Hollywood edition from the Rocky 2 movie, I guess that would be. And you also got that awesome square body Chevrolet C10 in there too. Scottsdale grill in that thing, and they are just detailed as all get out. Got a really cool Rocky versus Apollo Creed trailer in there, and this is a hitch and tow release from the year 2021. And it's not like it really needs it, but I think what I'm going to do with this thing is actually carefully remove them, take these two vehicles out. The trailer's just fine, nobody cares, and we'll swap these and then put them back in there and make my own one-of-a-kind very collection here with very premium wheels on it. Alright, that concludes today's video. I hope you've seen something here you liked. and maybe something you'd be interested in. Well, that one's a good roller there. That's the Hot Wheels mainline. But something you may want to add to your collection here. That's the whole purpose of doing these vintage diecast videos. And hopefully you like this video and you want to give me a thumbs up there, so that more people have a chance to see this one. It really helps the algorithm when you give the like, the thumbs up. And hey, why not subscribe? I have a lot of great content for you to go back and watch if you're brand new to finding this channel, DIY Diecast. And I'm also working currently on building a large inventory or library of short videos as well. There's quite a bit on there already for you to check out, and there will be I'm trying to upload one new short video every single day. Don't hold me to it. I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, a lot of great content for you to go back and check out. So why don't you subscribe so that you can get those notifications when the next videos come out, and your subscription is absolutely free to our channel. So thank you for watching. Next time.